Hello, good morning or good evening, depending on when you're watching this video. How are you? I hope everything is fine, boys. Today we are with the Presidential, and we're going to take a little tour towards Tagliagozzo, first motovlog of the year. We are with a group of guys who, as usual, came thanks to the invitation launched on social media, but especially on my Telegram group. And the idea is to take a quiet little tour all together and return after lunch. Hoping, however, that the weather, in short, assists us, because from here, it does not seem to be very nice. Today, guys, we have so many topics to cover, so this video will probably have chapters, so that each of you can listen to the chapter or chapters that interest you and skip those that do not interest you. As you can see, the XR, for those who missed it in November, has it changed? We have a new design, we have new components, we have new installed accessories that have taken comfort to a whole new level. Let's start then from the first chapter of BMW S1000 XR accessories. Pretty fresh modifications because they were installed a few days ago. The first one you have in front of your eyes is the Kiji AI05 dedicated to BMW. It's a rather expensive little accessory, but thanks to the collaboration with Kiji, I managed to get it sent to me to try it out and review it for you. So over the course of this year, you will definitely see it several times, thanks to the fact that with the XR, I participate in most of the tours. FW Evans that I organize. Why am I telling you this? To be dedicated to BMW. Because it essentially integrates perfectly with the original navigator holder that BMW provides you with, precisely with the purchase of the motorcycle. And it practically replaces the Garmin, which is the classic navigator that we see on all the BMWs in circulation, unlike the Garmin, which is a standalone navigator. It has, as you can see, the function of CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can connect it to your phone without any problem in wireless mode. And in addition, thanks to the standard BMW controls without any modifications. You can control it from the magic wheel located on the left nozzle. Look at that spectacle. I'm practically controlling the entire CarPlay system from the bike, and this is really a nice turning point. If you add to this the fact that it uses, as I told you, the original support, the original wiring, and that it also has a way to communicate with the bike. Because now I'll show you, we have the ability to change the screen, essentially go to the home of the Kiji and see all the real-time data of the bike. But we can also go further, specifically by entering the submenus, and here we have different screens that really show us everything. How much? The sensors group together, data, total kilometers, temperatures, pressures, battery voltage, remaining residual autonomy, speed, gear, in short, it's really a great thing. Obviously, the display below continues to work. There's no need for any modification. All this work was done by the friends at Volcano Industry Craftsman. With truly significant experience in the field, who I can only call real professionals in the industry, believe me, with them, we have created a design that is much more appealing than the classic smooth faux leather present on the standard saddle. Mixing the black Alcantara with contrasting purple stitches and the similar Alcantara to still have a waterproof and usable saddle. Since it is a travel motorcycle that I mainly use to cover many miles in any condition with a slight stubbornness. Lastly, we added cross stitches for aesthetic purposes. Let me know clearly below in the comments, what do you think about it? That is on the first chapter of chat about the accessories that I went to install on the BMW. I would say it's time to open the chapter on collaborations. Between the end of 2024 and the beginning of this 2025, as you know, I have been less present on social media and especially on YouTube, releasing very few videos. This is due to the fact that for me, the end of the year and the beginning of the new one always represent a critical moment, full of office work. In fact, in these 2 months, I have been talking to various companies, proposing various projects, various activities. And with some of them, we managed to close some really cool things, which you will see indeed then during the course of the year. Let's start with the first one. You've been seeing it on me since the beginning of the video. I managed to collaborate with Ruka, a foreign non-Italian company that produces, if we want, perhaps the best touring suits on the market. Period. I think there's no better description than this. They have an insane quality, however, unlike many other companies. Ruka provides you with everything from top to bottom. Inside this Ruka Raptor we find both the back protector and the parapet. So hard protections are not semi-rigid, but hard already standard with the jacket, in addition to the more classic protections on shoulders and elbows that clearly do not lack. But also think about a 180-gram bomber to put under the jacket, which makes a crazy difference. It manages to keep you very warm, then taking up space in your suitcase or weighing on you really very, very little. The quality is extraordinary. It's obviously a laminated full Gore-Tex jacket, lots of pockets, ventilation points. It's really the perfect ally to have during the most difficult trips, but also those a little more peaceful. With it, I've already had experience under a nice storm at the beginning of the year, and I can assure you that I arrived home without a drop of water on me. But above all, warm as well as dry. In addition to Luca, which we will then get to know and try, especially in various conditions during trips throughout the year, we also have on board two other very important companies. The first is New Mobility, a Chinese company that also has a base in Italy, which produces electric vehicles, both motorcycles and scooters. With them, we have put together a really interesting project which will start soon. And I'm really happy to bring it to the channel because it's something cool. I don't know if you've ever had the chance to see what the YouTube landscape is like, American engines. But they're, for example, e-bikes, so electric motorcycles are very popular. Also due to the fact that they have better coverage of charging stations across the territory. Know that soon 3 new vehicles will arrive in the garage. One of these 3 has already arrived. I messed it up, I assembled it, why did it arrive in the box? Just as it happens in the vast majority of deliveries to dealerships, I've taken it for a few short rides and I've never had so much fun. I was super skeptical at first. I can't wait to bring you the new format on the channel. After new we have on board for this year, after having used it so much, but above all, after having talked about it so much on the channel. And here, probably the thing will please much more to that audience, a little more tech savvy who follows me, maybe for the modifications of the bikes that I do. I closed a nice partnership with DimSport. For those not in the know, DimSport is the company that is behind the additional rapid bike control units. They don't just do this. In fact, they give the opportunity to many tuners, including Roberto, to be able to modify and recalibrate the original control unit on the bench. With them, some technical videos will be released during the year, and I will try to take you with me to help you understand how they work. And what is behind a simple, in quotes, recalibration of an original equalizer? Meanwhile, glancing back, I realize that perhaps we have lost someone along the way, so let's slow down and open up. A truly very happy chapter, which I have not yet told you about. But if you follow me on social media, you will definitely know that in my life, in this 2025, something really very, very beautiful will happen. I'm obviously referring to my partner Pamela, who on December 3rd saw a green arrow on his knee with a ring in his hand asking her to marry him. So guys, the games are over now. I asked Pamela to marry me, and fortunately the answer was yes. So this year, if you see me a little less active on social media, know that there are several things going on in my personal life, which however I'm happy to talk to you about. And maybe let me know below in the comments if you want that I take you a little behind the scenes. So something that is not just about motorcycles. But I tell you about, I don't know, the choice of location. I tell you about the reasoning, the procedures that are behind it. A look into Nicolo's private life, the man behind the Green Arrow persona. We're taking important steps, but currently no plans for a child. That's what I'm saying. So rest assured. However, in short, there are many projects underway, as you have surely understood on your own, not only at a work level, but also personal. And so keeping up with everything is not always easy, but I'm sure I'll be able to complete everything. Having said that, I would open the topic of Tour 2025, Nicolo. Where are you leaving us this year? Well, I'll answer you right away. As usual, all the information, tours, dates can be found on FVivant's site. For this year, I have confirmed all the tours from last year, adjusting the dates a bit, taking into account also your feedback from 2024, and many of you have already signed up, which makes me very happy. We have Caponod, Newburgring, Sardinia, Dolomites, Cinque Terre, and this year, among the various tours, we also had one in Tuscany. Last year, as you know, I had a nice long weekend with my friends discovering the Tuscan hills, mapping out all the various routes. I really had a lot of fun, and it was objectively a waste not to go visit it. Because Tuscany has a really important motorcycle culture, but generally a motor culture, and especially a really substantial food and wine culture. So I decided to mix the two things in a tour that satisfies even the most experienced motorcyclists. Given the significant strides at our disposal in the air, as well as the most refined palates, since we drink and eat very, very well. If you have to, or if you are in fact taking holidays and planning your motorcycle trips, take a look at the Fivens. Website, the prices you find on the site are per person. But know that for each tour, at the time of registration, you will not have to pay the total cost, but simply pay a registration deposit. And the balance, then it will generally occur about 2 weeks before departure. I would say that at this point I have updated you a little bit on everything. And that finally we can enjoy some well-made curves, since it was at least 3 months since I last came to Tagliacozzo. Wow, how incredibly smooth is this bike? Unbelievable. Every time I try it again, it's always something that strikes me. It's really crazy. Well, a slide is a slide. Yes, and today we made it through Tagliacozzo too. Take that. But look at this saddle here. But look at the quality, the comfort, the style. My goodness. Everything perfectly symmetrical and mixed, even in terms of color. What a top-notch item. Take that. Look, this saddle, look. This is not good. It's not good because you didn't do it. Why? Why didn't you do it too? Why didn't you do it? Do it. You'll tell me, do you have the discount code for Volcano Industry? Tell me, clarify it. No, I don't have it. Go and pay for it all yourself. So we come to the end of this video as well. I thank you for watching and remind you that all the material can be found linked in the description, just like the tours as well. So if you are interested in participating and coming with me on a journey to discover new roads and magnificent landscapes, well, all you have to do is go down and click the link that will take you directly to FV Events. From Niccolo Green Arrow, that's all. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.